Hi Aries, this is going to be your reading from October 1st to the 15th. I hope everyone is having a good day so far. If this resonates with you, please like, subscribe, share, comment. If it doesn't, check your moon and rising because you could be in that energy as well. Just a reminder, these are general readings, so just take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm going to start with an angel oracle guide here, move into traditional tarot, and then back to oracle at the end. Just so you know, if I do take a minute to pause, if I do, just stop for a second, it's just because I'm just feeling the energy that's around and trying to kind of get more clarification for you guys. All right, so your angel oracle guide this week was inner child healing, which is lovely. Your message: the inner child is part of your psyche that represents our childhood. Everyone, no matter who they are, has had a traumatic childhood experience that may have been impacting their life today. And you have endured so much in your life, you are a real survivor. Drawing this card indicates that no matter what has happened, you have found a way forward. You may feel that you had to grow up quickly, maybe abandon your innocence in order to survive, but know that when you reflect, review, and release anything from your childhood that could be holding you back, the next phase of your life will be supported. This isn't about forgetting, but about taking time to send loving energy to your inner child and to assure them that you do make it through and become an incredible person you are today. Extended message. This card also brings radical healing, understanding, and love to your inner child. It shows that your guardian angel is wrapping their loving arms around you right now, nurturing your inner child and encouraging you to unleash your childlike sense. See the world through the eyes of a child. There's so much wonder and opportunity out there. It's time for some fun. What can you do to feel light? What can you do to express yourself? Have you stopped yourself from doing something because you feel too old for it now? It's time to reclaim your innocence and express yourself in a way that is filled with excitement, wonder, and adventure. And it's time for your inner child to be healed. Beautiful message for you this week, Aries. All right, let's pull some traditional tarot and see where we're at. I'm just gonna fix the camera here because it's kind of bugging me a little bit. Is that better? Sorry, Aries, I'm just gonna do a little fix. Yeah, I think that's better, in my opinion. Alright, let's pull some tarot for you. Releasing, ooh, nice. Alright. I'm just going to feel what I am feeling here, Aries, and then I'll let you know. Alright. I'm feeling or kind of getting this kind of hard stop moment for you. This kind of moment of kind of just like having a hard stop or thinking like in a way, okay, you know, it's time to work on something here. It's time to kind of heal something here as well. I just kind of get this kind of moment in these 2 weeks where you're just going to do that. You're just going to take a hard stop on yourself and be like, okay, I got to kind of reevaluate my situation here. I got to reevaluate what's working. I need to reevaluate what's kind of best for me. It feels like we have our main kind of in the energy card right now is the Four of Pentacles reversed, and this kind of all is about letting go, right, of things, you know, letting go of energy, letting go of things that aren't kind of working for us anymore, loosening up a little bit, having more of that kind of like, again, like I was saying before, and we do have the Fool card reversed here as well, but having that kind of childlike sense, that Fool, that kind of the kind of wonder, that excitement, but yeah, it seems like you're kind of letting go of things that aren't really working for you anymore. It seems like you are kind of ready to release some of the stuff that has maybe been holding you back here as well. We have the Ten of Wands coming out, which is kind of like that final push energy. Basically, it's just telling you things could be feeling like a lot right now. Things could be feeling like, I don't know, maybe you are feeling like this change is coming within yourself here, Aries. Maybe you feel like you just have a lot on your plate right now as well. The 10 kind of represents that. It's kind of that final struggle before we go back to the 1, right? It goes 10 to 1. This is kind of the end of the cycle here. So they are telling you that it feels like a cycle is kind of finishing out for you, but it is going to feel right now that you have kind of maybe a lot on your plate, or you have a lot to think about, or a lot of things that you are kind of carrying right now for yourself with this kind of Ten of Wands. We have the Queen of Pentacles coming out here. And the Queen of Pentacles is kind of all about our finances. It's all about our kind of our structures, you know. So maybe again you were kind of reevaluating. You're like, what do I want to grow for myself here? You know, what do I want to do with my money? Do I want to start saving for a car? Do I want to start saving for an apartment? Do I want to start putting money in investments? Do I want to start doing kind of all that energy kind of with, I don't know, maybe some of you are retiring here as well, and this is for your retirement, but you're thinking about your kind of let's just say your kind of your material money, your value right now, what you kind of want to do with it, what our goals are kind of for the next little while here. Maybe you're kind of also worried about that, worried about finances, worried about what you are kind of bringing to the table in that sense, what you want to maybe grow for yourself here as well. I don't know, I keep getting kind of pulled back into that what they were talking about in that card, about that childlike sense, that childlike about wonder, like anything is kind of possible. We're not too old to do something. We're not too old to, you know, redirect our life, or to work on ourselves, or you know, to have different goals in mind, or to change things up, or break patterns, right? Maybe you've always been doing things the same way constantly, Aries, and now it's time to change something here. With that Fool card in reverse, this is what I was talking about here, where we're having that kind of like that wonder, that joy, this kind of new beginning here. And the Fool card can kind of represent fear of that. It can represent kind of fear of, you know, a new start, fear of kind of starting over in almost capacity, or doing something new. But they're asking you to kind of have the opposite right now. They want this kind of upright, right? They're telling you to be open to new adventures, being open to new things here, being the Fool, being like, you know what, I'll go out and try it and see how that goes, or I'm going to do something like differently this time. The Fool kind of brings that kind of childlike energy out in general in the kind of the reading. It is the zero, it is the beginning, right? So there is kind of this inner child stuff that is kind of attached to your reading here. So I'm just feeling what I'm feeling. I got the phrase like let go of limitations, or feeling like the ways that you are kind of limited here. You know, again, saying too old to, you know, it's too late, anything too that I can't do it. You know, these kind of excuses here for yourself. You know, too late to maybe start investing, too late to start saving money, too late to wanting to have a house in the future. They're just telling you to be like, you know, you can do a lot more than you kind of think you can here, Aries. Seems like there might be some conflict going on in your life. We do have the Five of Wands popping up here, followed by the Five of Swords as well. Fives are kind of all about kind of conflict here. We might be feeling like very defeated, because we're feeling like maybe life is just kind of constantly being complicated here. Maybe we're feeling like there's always a struggle, maybe in our relationships, maybe with the people around us, like we're having this kind of conflict, and like drama is kind of following us everywhere. I want to pull another card to kind of see what this maybe this conflict can kind of be for you, Aries. Might be with an air sign here, because we have the Queen of Swords coming out, which is Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. This person could be older than you. This person could be maybe a maternal figure here as well. So I'll pull one more card to see what this conflict. King of Swords. Might be a relationship too. Maybe right now in a relationship you are having a little bit of a struggle, because we have the King and Queen of Swords coming out. Out here together. So again, it might be some conflicts in relationships, or feeling kind of defeated in a relationship here as well for yourself. It's just interesting they come out beside each other. Maybe you also have air placements in your chart here as well, or maybe this kind of conflict has to do with parental figures. That could also connect to like the inner child stuff here as well. Interesting. I don't know, I feel like you're maybe, it says here we have like the Seven of Swords in the reverse, which is talking about like truth coming to the surface, was talking about people coming to maybe tell you a truth here. You know, maybe someone's coming in to talk to you, because it is two kind of sword signs here as well. Maybe there are two people that you kind of look up to here that will come in and kind of tell you some kind of truth. And I think this is maybe something that you already kind of knew about, or maybe had a gut feeling about, because it says the High Priestess is coming out here, which is talking about our intuition here, Aries. So something we already kind of intuitively knew. For some of you, this could be, if your like parents are still here, this could be parental fighting or something, or them coming to you as like a unit and letting you know something. I don't know why it keeps going back to parental. Maybe it is because of this kind of inner child stuff. Now it might just be kind of two kind of logical people. I don't know, maybe some of you are kind of seeking mentorship or advice as well, for someone to help you plan things. Again, like we were talking about with this Queen of Pentacles, planning foundations. You know, maybe this is like managers, lawyers, accountants, things like that here for you as well. Therapists for relationships. Oof. Aries, we do have the Lovers here, which is kind of Gemini energy, which is kind of couple energy, and it's with the Knight of Cups in the reverse here, which is kind of talking about an emotional invitation not coming in, especially maybe in a love life kind of situation. So for some of you that are in a relationship, this could be that, you know, you're not feeling the love from the relationship anymore. Again, it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It could be, you know, a friend. It could be someone that you're just kind of destinedly like kind of attached to here. But I see you kind of walking away for something that is not really fulfilling for you anymore, especially in the relationship sense. Again, it could be a friendship, but it could be romantic here as well. But it is feel like just something is not really feeling right for you anymore. Maybe you were kind of, you know, being in a relationship for your kind of inner child here, or you feel like you need kind of more healing right now at this time. This relationship isn't kind of right for you because you're not really feeling like it's really giving you anything, or letting you kind of progress in a way. I don't know why that kind of feeling is coming up here, but again, you might be leaving a relationship behind. We do have the Emperor coming out, which is Aries. Aries, this is all about kind of taking control, you know, having that kind of masculine energy. I always say it's like grabbing the reins in life, right? You know that you're in control here. And so you might feel that right now. You might feel being like, okay, I need to kind of make some decisions for me. I need to kind of really be in control of my own life. The Emperor knows what they're kind of doing here is right. They have that kind of stance. They have that kind of masculine energy to just do things here, because they understand that they are the Emperor, and they know that they need to act, and they maybe know that they need to cut some things out of their life, people out of their life here as well. And it's, again, it's like taking that control, taking those reins here. It is your life to live, Aries. So if something isn't working for you anymore, if you're feeling like, hey, you know, this is not what I want, this is not really fulfilling for me, this is just causing a lot more conflict, and it's just kind of feeling like a lot more on my plate, then I think you'll know what you'll have to do, and I think you'll kind of be more looking for something new in the future here. Okay, a lot of cards on that one. So first card we got out was Strength, which is Leo energy here. They're just telling you to be strong in this situation. I don't know, I really feel like you're kind of in a place where it feels like you have to do kind of the right things for you in a way. It's feeling like here, so they just want you to be strong in that. You know, I know they're saying that you have to kind of maybe have to make some choices, or you have to, again, like I was saying before, take control of your life here. So they're just saying have strength in yourself to be able to do that. there is something that's really rewarding on the way for you here. We have the Ace of Cups, we have the Page of Cups here as well, which is kind of talking about this new emotional beginning here. For some of you, this might be a new relationship. For others, this might just be kind of emotional support. Maybe this is the emotional support that was lacking from this kind of previous connection that you had before, and now someone's kind of bringing you this cup. I always see the Page of Cups as like a conversation, so someone might be having a heartfelt conversation, an emotional conversation for you, but whatever this is kind of a new kind of beginning emotionally for you. It's interesting because we have the Eight of Swords here, we have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, and we have the Moon card coming out as well, Aries. And with the Eight of Pentacles, it says it's like energy of not working hard or working on something. We have a Moon card, which is kind of talking about illusions or not really seeing things clearly, shadow work, stuff like that. And then we also have the Eight of Swords, which is kind of, again, talking about maybe mental exhaustion here, feeling like we're stuck mentally, overthinking, not really thinking that there's kind of solutions here for ourselves. And I feel like this is like the energy that I've been feeling from you lately, is that it's like, you know, it's just almost this like energy of not wanting to work on yourself, not wanting to kind of let it be and just see how things go. But it feels like you're kind of moving out of this energy and you're like, okay, you know, it's not too late. I'm ready to kind of work on myself here. I'm ready to kind of really take this kind of deep dive within myself. And I'm feeling from this Moon card of this kind of like shadow work. You're like, I want to start looking at those parts about myself. I want to start working on those parts about myself as well. Maybe things that I've neglected in the past, maybe emotions or things that I've pretended that weren't there. I'm going to start kind of working on that because you're feeling like it's too much of a mental kind of anguish for you now here. And I think it will be a nice kind of like emotional release for you as well. So again, maybe some of you are going to see a therapist. Maybe some of you are just making some hard decisions right now for your own betterment here. But with this kind of Ace of Cups, it really does feel like there's going to be this new kind of emotional beginning for you. I'm just going to pull a few more cards and then we'll move on to the Angel Oracle. Interesting. We have the Hierophant reversed, which is kind of energy about natural rebellion, going against order, going against things in general here, of institutions, going against tradition. So you might be feeling kind of in this energy, or maybe you've had like a natural like inkling to kind of go against tradition here, or go against what people kind of expect of you. Have that kind of natural rebellious vibe. It's interesting though because it could be affecting kind of the people around you. It could be affecting your relationships. This card, the Three of Cups, is kind of all about, I think, about community. It's all about kind of the people you in your kind of in your inner circle, the people that you connect with, your community based as well. So it feels like maybe you might be kind of pushing some people away in your community, or pushing people, not like pushing them away, but I'm trying to feel what this feels like. It feels like this like kind of rebellious nature is almost like making it like pushing groups and things away from you, because you just want to be kind of rebellious here, and people are like, whoa, like what about how it kind of affects others here, Aries? And that's why this might be some conflict that's happening for you right now in your life. I'm just going to say this. I think there is going to be this moment where you have to start like looking at yourself and start doing that shadow work here, especially in these 2 weeks, because you're going to find that conflict and you're being like, okay, I actually have to start working on something here, because you might see some like maybe friendships fall away, or some circles of people here, realizing that kind of rebellious nature has kind of its effect on things, because we do have the King of Wands in the reverse here, which means someone that's not really feeling creative, someone that's not really feeling passionate, someone that's not really feeling abundant, someone that's feeling more like anger here, resentment as well. And so watch out you're not doing that. Like, watch out you're not kind of rebelling here just for the fact of rebellion because you're feeling something else, but you're really feeling like, oh, it's just me wanting to do something else here. Do you know what I mean? It's like, oh, I have to like rebel. I have to do kind of something else here. But really, it's kind of almost like masking emotion in a way. And I don't know why I'm getting that from this reading a lot of like a masking emotion in kind of a rebellious way here. But I think, again, we're going to have to kind of really start looking deep into ourselves, start kind of doing that shadow work here, you know, working on that healing that inner child, because there is a tower moment here for you at the very end. There is this moment of things maybe changing around you, a lot of change kind of happening at once, and I think that kind of support will be helpful for you. Again, this tower moment is about change coming in for you, so maybe you're changing or circumstances around you are changing in these 2 weeks. Yeah, feels like very much that. So that was too many cards that popped out. For Aries, please. Just one's okay. There, you give me 2. Okay. That's okay. I'll take the 2. So, the starseed we got this week was cracked open. Sorry, just give me a second to find it here. Cracked open, there we go. Rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. Don't let the weight and destiny of the world squash your tender spirit. Instead, let it call even more of it home, into your body at the center and front of your life. It's through the extreme pressures of life's trials that diamonds are cultivated. It's when things are at their darkest that we cultivate proper faith and our light is ignited. It's through the crumbling that we can allow our wounds to be alchemized. Let your pain, sorrow, losses make you, not break you. Let life alchemize your tragedies into gold. Be open to being cracked open, wide open. It's difficult times that help us grow in leaps and bounds and in ways that we could only dream were possible. But first, they have to crack us open. Sometimes it hurts like hell. It's nature's way. Whether you let it happen or not, it's going to happen. So surrender to the process and how the light gets in. When you open your heart, or when your heart cracks open, a space is created for your soul to be more fully enter. When your soul cracks open, a space is created to grace of the Holy Spirit to enter. Let your trials, your sorrows, your pains, your losses transform you into more and more of yourself. Stay open to the possibilities that your tragedies, your losses, your sorrows, your hurt happened for you, not to you. Bless the thing that broke you down and cracked you open, because the world needs you open. Surrender to the alchemy of life. I think that's beautiful, especially kind of in this energy, right? This kind of being cracked open, this kind of digging deep energy, you know, working on ourselves, working on our kind of shadow side a little bit more here. Right, you got anxiety in the reversed. Finally, relief. The nightmare of this card reversed could mean 2 things. Either a recent problem is on its way out and causing you to feel more relaxed, or you have mastered the old habit of worry and have freed yourself from anxiety within. Either way, anxiety reversed is a good omen for a more relaxed, peaceful times to come. Maintain the trusting attitude and let the difficulties, fears, and thoughts fade away into the distance. We also got man holding a heart reversed. This card reverse could indicate a disconnect or even a total shutdown regarding your emotional life. It's time for you to open up and know that you can handle deep emotions and the energy that they bring up. Whether it's anger, grief, or bitter bliss, or utter bliss, you can be comfortable in their experience and their expression. That's what we're kind of talking about here with the King of Wands in the reversed. The man holding the heart reverse can also indicate a difficult connection or even a relationship with a man who may be easy to anger, deceitful, and quick to criticize. This behavior could be attributed to fear and self-doubt, yet he would never admit it. You deserve honoring in any relationship, so set some boundaries and don't buy into emotional chaos. Your soul longs for emotional peace. All right, Aries. It's, feels like it was kind of an intense reading, but I think this is going to be really helpful for you, and hopefully after this you feel a lot more hopeful and ready to kind of, go after life. All right, that was your first of the month reading. I hope that helped.